So academics out here disrespecting women again, and black women. I mean, he black, but still, I don't like it. I don't like it. I was looking around, I was on YouTube checking out stuff, something to blog about. You know what I mean? And I stumbled across that. And you ever watch something and you just annoyed by it? It's a weird feeling because if something annoys you, usually you can, I mean, turn it off. You could turn the channel. You could press pause on the video or stop, switch it, whatever. You know what I mean? But for research purposes, I'm watching it. I read the title and it's talking about academics disrespecting, you know, threatening. The title was like he threatened the black woman. I'm like, come on, B. So I click on. I heard there's for a very long time been this narrative that academics only disrespects women. I seen him disrespect a couple dudes too. You know what I'm saying? I have. In fairness to him. But I don't know if he goes as hard. You know what I mean, when it comes to dudes. But either way, even when he disrespecting dudes, I mean, like, the way he communicate, is it's concerning to me. You know what I mean? Well, not that I'm concerned. I mean, like, I believe, like, I'm mind my business. Like, people get what they deserve. The way he talks, when I hear him talking about himself, it makes me feel like he deserves, a different kind of, in the hands and feet form. You know what I mean? So, and I'm like, somebody going, but dudes be having money, you know what I'm saying, or no pride, you know what I'm saying. They don't mind hiding out from real life. You know what I'm saying? They don't mind never going nowhere, never being seen anywhere, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That don't bother them. So it's like they talk shit from a hole in the wall or whatever, or a hole in the ground, and just get away with it, right? But then I have to say, it got to a point where, I started to feel like son was maturing. I mean, I believe in maturity. I used to be a stupid nigga. I mean, smart but stupid. And I know a lot of, as you grow older, people mature. So it got to a point where I seen a couple, I almost like son a couple of times. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't like this. I don't like it at all, bro. I don't like it. You know what I mean? All the woman said was, like, she added him on Twitter, I guess, or something like that. She said, at DJ Akademiks lied. It's lit in here. The in here part was I'm paraphrasing, but she was referring to the Kendrick Lamar concert. You know what I mean? Because there were some people saying that it wasn't lit or something like that, I guess. I don't know for sure. I mean, I've heard people speaking about it not being lit, and or like, all the Kendrick Lamar fans, y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all, they saying whatever they were saying, you know what I'm saying, but it was said that some disparaging things were being said about the Kendrick Lamar tour being like, it wasn't that, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't packed or whatever. And maybe the same way I'm like, somebody said it, because I don't really know who said it. I don't really care enough to be, nah. I care about this nigga disrespecting the homegirl. I don't know her, but salute to her. You understand what I'm saying? But that's all she basically said was, maybe, he said that it wasn't lit. Academic is a big time, Drake supporter, you know what I'm saying? And the whole Drake and Kendrick debacle, he was, from the time when it was vegan beef to when it was, beef stroganoff, when it became stew beef, whatever the case may be, through all of those stages, He was Team Drake. He was Drake standing. So, you know, it's not far. It's not too much of a stretch of the imagination for me to believe that he could have been part of the Kendrick tour hate train. You know what I mean? He could have been amongst the people saying that the tickets wasn't selling or whatever, so on and so forth. So she said, you know, she tweeted, you know, Akademiks lied, it's lit in here. And for that, he is going berserk on this woman. But while he going berserk, he's like, yo, I'm being respectful. I'm being respectful. I ain't gonna get disrespectful just yet. And then commences to be disrespectful. And then the threat ain't an actual threat of physical violence. It's all, I mean, that's not what I got from it, but it's all fucking corn chips, corn dog, Cornelius, Don Cornelius, corn ball, corn muffin. It's all, it's the epitome of corn chips. You understand what I'm saying? Corny nigga with chips, right? Corny nigga balling, cornball. The epitome. Cornel West, like so corny, right? He's like, you got 24 hours to tell me what I lied about or I'ma violate. Meanwhile, he violating the whole time. But like, the nigga feelings is, either his feelings is really hurt and you a whole entire bitch for your reaction, or you was just looking for content the same way I was looking for content when I found this. And you found your name in that and you was like, I bet, got it. I'm about to go crazy. Cause what I will, listen, I thought it was just me. Well, I never just assume things too quickly, right? But I was noticing like a dip in my own numbers on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? A dip. Like the numbers been low, and I'm like, I don't know. You know, everybody complaining about everything. You know, this Trump administration is affecting everything. Everything is going downhill. I'm like, I don't doubt. You understand what I'm saying? That it could be, you know what I'm saying, messing with the numbers on my. I don't know though. I'm not about the. That seemed like a whole long rabbit hole of research that I wasn't, you know, I didn't have the patience to go down. I'm like, all right, I'm, you know, I'll stay with it. You know what I'm saying? Consistency. I ride this wave out. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't without no research. I couldn't definitively say that was the case. But I seen another vlogger speak. He mentioned it. You understand what I'm saying? He do better numbers than me. You understand what I'm saying? I would shout him out and all that, but I'm saying you niggas' names in all of the videos. But salute to him. You know what I'm saying? But he mentioned how that the numbers was down on YouTube. He did. You understand what I'm saying? I see. I'm like, oh, so it's not just me. I bring that up to say this. You know, Akademiks could have been just looking at his numbers like they down. People, you know, the fans, the consuming public, they respond to ignorance. They watch the ignorance. If I get on here and yell and scream like I'm stupid, yeah, y'all gonna watch more of it. But I can't yell and scream like I'm stupid. I can only yell and scream like I'm smart. Sorry. You know what I mean? But yeah, the epitome of corn chips, this nigga was Dipsy Doodle's corn chippy. You know what I mean? Real talk. Like, you got 24 hours to 1 p.m. tomorrow, or I'm going to violate. I'm going to talk about your mom. I'm going to call you a B. I'm going to call you a this. I'm going to call you that. You have, oh man, it pains me to think that you don't know how corny that is. It pains me. It hurts. It do though. You got 24 hours to tell me where I lied. Who is you? First of all. Second of all, it's corny. It's extremely corny, bruh. So if you don't, in 24 hours, if you don't comply, I'm going to come on here and say mean things. I'm going to come on here and call you names. What are you supposed to be, gangster? You supposed to be tough? You supposed to be cool? What is that supposed to be? Because all of us in a content creation space, you know, when we do things, maybe I'm not choosing my words correctly, but we all, what we're doing, we want to do cool shit. Maybe we don't want to do cool shit. Not all of us, right? But we definitely don't want to do corny shit. And that, my friend, is corny. Extremely. Corn on the cobbie. Pause protesters, get your ass out of here. Rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, tour guide, president. I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm out to the damn floor. With you, if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, leave us a super thanks or a Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do y'all. You heard? Cash App tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link. Bandcamp link is there for those of you who rather hear me rap than hear me yap. You heard? All the mixtapes is there from Nonviolent Rocco, the new one, all the way back to Shell Shock. You know what I mean? So get involved. For all of you people who be like, come on, Rock, you need to be in the studio, but you shouldn't be talking about, you here talk about academics, nigga, get in the booth. Click the link. Also, when you leaving comments, aka writing your name in graffiti on the walls, peace to the God, Rakim. Use your spell checks, not your autocorrects. Autocorrects will get your comments deleted. You understand what I'm saying? I need you to spell helter skelter correctly. That means not helter skelter, helter skelter. AH at the end. Monsters with an A, not with an ER. You know what I'm saying? Rock has a C and a K, unless you're a Crip. Crips get a pass, but you got to put a little cut in your comment, so I can identify it and grant you clemency. And for the love of all things decent, is BCC, not BBC. That's what your girl said. Auto reverse. But yeah, check out that Nonviolent Rocco, right? Nonviolent Rocco is me trying to show you niggas that I ain't some super duper scary nigga. Because you know my raps may have you thinking I'm some super duper scary nigga. You know, if you knew some of my history, you know, if you was aware of some of the whatever. But you know, this which adds to my point. Any nigga you on a camera talking with that much vitriol, that demonstrative, you understand what I'm saying? And you as soft as you are, or you as soft as Akademiks is, or soft as I think he is, or soft as I think all of y'all think he is. When you that soft and you talk the way he talks, it's so annoying to me because I know some of the most serious dudes. I know for a fact that dudes who are not soft wouldn't do that. I'm just saying. Not to say you couldn't get them angry and they might not say a thing or two or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? You know, get caught slipping or whatever. But I say that because even if they do, they would be being sloppy under those circumstances. You know what I'm saying? They'd get back to the bando and the homies would be like, what was you doing? You shouldn't have did that. You understand what I'm saying? Respectfully. You only showing niggas that you not what you trying so hard to show niggas that you are. And that's whack. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of whack, like that interview you did, like some of the with Whack, Vlad, and the Trap Lord dude, and the other guy, like I said it out loud on one of my vlogs. You were this. Felt like you was the smartest person in the room. You understand what I'm saying? Watching some of the content, some of the conversations you've been having with, you know what I'm saying? What you was, I almost was rocking with you. Almost, you almost won me over. But this shit right here, and things of its nature, never, bro, never. Real ones ain't gonna never respect you. We're gonna always see through that. And you ain't gonna, and you don't look like nothing but a complete sucker and a lame to us. But anyway, you do you. I mean, made it to the end of this video. Let me get four fishes. Rock on, rock on.